Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. People come in late, they come in late. Oh well. Okay, so for starters, so your class is going to be at 9:30. It's going to be right after my Chem 1B class. So you guys are going to have to give me a little bit of time, but I should be there. I'm going to try to get there right on time at 9:30, Mondays and Wednesdays. Okay, so there's also the same lecture is going to be given in the evening, in the afternoon session at 1 o'clock. Okay, so you have your choice of going to the 1 o'clock session, or you have the choice of going to the 9:30 a.m. session. Okay, so you guys, most of the labs you guys are going to be doing are going to be simulations. So like the lab today technically would be a simulation, although it's not up there. I have to figure out, I have to put everything that I put up on the weekend reloaded up there. So you guys got to bear with me on that. So it may give you, you guys may have a couple of day delay of the assignments. So it's not going to affect you too much. We'll catch up real fast. Also this week, there's a Black History event that is happening. I have the link in the Canvas shell. Well, I should have the link in the Canvas shell, knock on wood. Hopefully it'll be there entirely, okay? So all you'd have to do is click on the link and it should take you to there to register. And then also for the event. The event happens at noon on Thursday. You'll get extra credit for attending that event, okay? Let's see. So how many of you guys are taking anatomy currently?
I took it last semester.
None of you guys are?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. So the course that we're doing is focusing primarily on physiology. So there'll be components of anatomy that we'll touch on, but we're not going to go in depth on it. Just a reminder, have you guys had the opportunity to get your book yet?
You mean download it?
Yeah, have you had the opportunity to download your book yet?
Yeah. I downloaded mine and I also paid for the thing that we had to get to.
Subscription. Perfect. You guys will have to the end of the week, and I'll send a message about this, to get that subscription paid for. We'll say the beginning of next week, by Monday of next week, because we'll start doing those simulations on Monday, the very first simulation. You'll also, this weekend on the 27th, you'll be picking up your labs. So if you guys, and I've got to fix that too, because I know it didn't upload. So there'll be the specific times at each of the different campuses. And if you are one, because I remember you, Jordan, you're currently nowhere near us, if I remember correctly. In your case, we'll be mailing out components of the lab, but you're going to also have to go pick up a goldfish.
Yeah, I ended up getting a beta fish. I
Okay.
have one now.
You have a beta fish? Perfect. Okay, now you got to treat your beta fish with a lot of respect, like I told everyone else on Friday. So you will be treating them with like caffeine, uptake and sugar, things like that. And so those are going to have certain effects. So you want to make sure that when we do those experiments that you use the right concentrations and you follow procedures to a T, because otherwise you're going to kill your fish.
Oh, wow. That's very interesting.
Okay. So yeah, because let's say for instance, caffeine, if you do, you feed the fish caffeine and you overdose it on caffeine, then you could actually cause it to have heart failure, right? Kind of like us if we overdose, but we're not going to overdose on a cup of coffee because it's based upon beans. Did you have a question, Aiden or Alden?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I saw your hand moving.
Actually, I do have a question. When so basically before this week ends, or just as soon as possible, just let you know if we won't be able to pick up the kit if we live kind of far.
Yeah, if you can't pick up the kit, let me know as soon as possible. This Friday, I will be at Lemoore. I will be at Fireball, and I will be at Kalinga.
Okay.
The times are going to be posted on the Canvas shell under the assignment itself of picking up the kit. So if you go under the assignment, the times should be posted. But like I said, I've had trouble with Canvas, well, basically this last week. So, and I think we just got it resolved. So I should have all of those corrections up you should have, we'll start with your lectures and stuff. They should be being posted sometimes today or tomorrow when I get a chance to do that.
So when we get the, I guess, the kit in the mail, that's when we like take the picture of it and upload it onto Canvas for that assignment?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then and you also know that you'll need a fish.
Yeah.
A goldfish. They're usually like, I went to Petco, they're like 16 cents. So shouldn't cost you too much.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So what I'd like you guys to do right now is to kind of get to know each other. Today is going to be kind of a lax day, partially because we're starting an hour later than what we're supposed to start. And then also I want to try to make sure that you guys are starting to form like study groups and a community with each other. So what I'm going to have you guys do is I'm going to put a couple of questions that I'd like you guys to answer. It's the same questions that you answered to me. I want you to answer with your colleagues. So let me share my screen. And all you guys know the textbook that you should be getting, or the online textbook that you should be getting? Okay. So these are the questions. Okay, so I'm gonna put you guys, there's only technically 6 of you guys. So this should be pretty easy. So I'll put you guys in one room of 6. So I want you guys to spend the time to go around, introduce yourself, talk a little bit to each other. I'm gonna give you guys about, let's say, you think 10, 15 minutes will be enough for you guys to do this?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys, well, we'll say 12, a good compromise there. 12 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, how did it go?
It went good.
It went good?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll start with Maria, since she was the last one to show up. So Maria, so can you tell me about Aiden? Why is Aiden here? I'm sorry, Alden. Sorry, Alden.
That's okay.
I'll get it eventually. Are you there, Maria?
I think she muted herself. Oh.
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, Alden is from Bay Area, and he's taking this class because it's one of the prerequisites for his major.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why are you taking it here, Alden? Why not?
Because the colleges in my area, I kind of registered kind of late. So I saw that this one was a kind of a later start. And it's basically one of the prereqs I need because my physio kind of lapsed a long time ago. Basically, this course to go into the PA route or respiratory route because I already have my bachelor's degree back in 2017.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Okay, so Alden, tell me about Alicia.
Which one was that one? I forgot that one because I think for her, she typed hers out, but I didn't see that.
Yeah, 2 of our people typed them out on the thing.
On
But
the
some
chat?
people didn't see them though, I don't think.
Yeah.
So does anybody want to help Alden?
Extra credit?
Extra credit. I like her. She's like a negotiator. I like negotiators. No extra credit, but you know, you'll be in good terms with Alden because you're helping him out, right?
Yeah.
And he may in turn want to help you out.
I remember reading something about, it was one of her majors, and that I think she was from Fresno. If
Yeah,
I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, Alicia, you're the typer, so you get the type. Can you get your audio to work? Or are you shy?
You can be more shy than me. I'm like this, but I'm trying.
That's good. We want to try to get you guys out of that shell because you guys are going to be professionals. So there's no time to be shy. Okay, so and your voice went out. Okay, so you get the type. So, but then that means next time I expect to hear that voice, okay? Deal? Okay, so tell me about Azucena. Any questions? Azucena? You know anything about Azucena? Ali? Okay, so tell me about somebody you did here. See, what about Jordan? You said she's currently not in Oregon, or she's currently in Oregon? Okay. Okay, Jordan, can you tell me about Azucena?
Yes.
Okay, that was a little hesitancy there. What's going on?
Okay, the girl that is talking right now, her name is spelled Aleesha.
That's Elisa, yes, or Alyssa.
Is that the person you're asking me about?
No, Azucena is Azucena.
Oh man, I wish I could tell which person she was. I don't even see her on here.
She's one of the last, she'll be the last person on the list, I think, on the videos. If you scroll down the images.
Do you know if she was the one that had her camera on for a second and she...
I don't know, Azucena, did you have your camera on for a second?
No, I was
no, the other, it was the teacher.
Oh, the one that didn't use a video.
Yeah, they're cousins.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember her saying that she did, she's taking the class because it's one of the classes that she had to take.
Okay.
I don't remember her saying if she, where she lived though.
Okay, Azucena, you want to tell her where you live?
I live in Introductory.
You didn't tell them?
No, I did tell them, but I was like the third person in speaking.
Oh, you were the one that took him last semester for chemistry and anatomy,
Yeah,
right?
I was the one that,
Okay.
that was telling you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember now.
Okay. So let's see, Azucena, do you want to tell me about Soledad?
I don't really remember. I don't know if she was the last person, but I don't remember what she said.
So if you go on the chat, on your chat too, if you click on the chat on the bottom, he typed his, and his is Soul Dad Kano. He's the very first message at the top. I don't know if you can see it too, but I can see it on my chat thing.
I can't really see it.
Okay, can somebody tell me about Soul Dad?
It says, my name is Soul Dad Kano. I live in Hanford, California, and my major is health science. I'm taking this class because it's required, and when I grow up, I want to move out of California and help people with anemia.
Okay. Cool. Anemia. That's good. Okay, Soledad. So did you type because your audio is not working, or did you type because you're shy? Okay. Okay, deal. I'm going to hold you to that. Okay, so I'm going to ask you about Maria. Tell me about Maria. No, actually, Letitia. Letitia.
I'm sorry.
So will you do my hair next, Jordan?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, you're paying attention. I don't mind.
It's her first day of school today, so they're going back over in Oregon right now.
Okay, so IDK, huh? Anybody want to help me out with Letitia, other than our cousin?
I don't remember. Was Letitia in our group?
Yeah, they were all in your group. We have a small group today. I'm assuming everybody's going to show up at the 1 o'clock lecture.
I might go. I might try to do it. I just couldn't. The reason I came to this one was because I have to pick my kids up at the bus stop later. At that time.
No, it's fine. The 1 o'clock is going to be exactly this right now. It's just today is an introduction, and also primarily because I still have to get some issues worked out with the Canvas shell, and so I have to reload some stuff that was. So it's going to help me as well. So today is just kind of introduction. Make sure that you guys have everything. On Wednesday will be your first lecture, your real hardcore lecture. We're going to get started on Wednesday. So Maria worked in the prison. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, cool. Good job. Good job. Okay, now somebody tells me about Letitia, other than our cousin.
Who's Letitia's cousin?
Azucena.
Can you sit on the floor?
Yeah, can't you tell by the last name?
Oh, my bad.
Oh.
It's okay. No, it's not too bad. So, okay, so all you guys are going into the healthcare. Is that correct? Well,
yes.
That's the plan, right? So one of the major things that you guys have to do is communicate. Communication is the key to everything in that field. Because if you're not listening to the patient, how do you know what's going on with the patient? Okay, so we want to make sure that you guys are listening to each other. Listening is a key component of learning, right? And how can you diagnose if you're not listening to what a patient is telling you what's going on? And even when they're not listening to what they're saying, are you looking as to how they're acting or how they're feeling? That's going to play a part of it as well. So part of this process, particularly since we're dealing with physiology, you need to be able to listen and pay attention. That's also part of the reason why you guys are going to be playing with bullfishes, right? So you guys, because they don't communicate, right? They're not able to say things with their mouth. So you got to look at how they're behaving. How's that different than they behave normally? Is it different than they behave normally? Which means that you have to kind of pay attention to how they behave under normal conditions, and then also the conditions of stress that we're going to be putting them under. Are you guys with me so far?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So did you guys do a good job of listening to each other?
Not as good as we could have.
Not as good as we could have. Now, again, you want to be the best in your field. One of the first things that you want to learn to do is to listen, okay? And that's also with each other and, others around us, okay? So part of this class is that aspect, because you guys are all planning to be doctors, nurses, dental hygienists, PAs. Am I wrong in that regard? Have I made a mistake? right?
No.
And I'm going to be a psychologist, so I really need to listen.
Exactly, right? And so it's going to be crucial that you can listen. And part of that is also setting yourself up in an environment where you can listen. I understand. I'm cool with you guys having, your kids around and stuff like that, because education is education. They learn just as much by listening to those things as much as you do, right? But you want to make sure that you're able to focus and to listen. And a lot of the stuff is going to be provided online. The videos are going to be provided online. So let's say you do miss something in class, make sure you take that chance to listen to it later on. Okay. And if you have questions, it's a give and take. I am much a give and take instructor. It goes so much smoother if you guys are answering the questions and interacting. So you can't be shy, because communication is an important part of it. If you guys don't say anything, I make the assumption that you know it already. And then I skip over 5 chapters, and then we're finished with a book in a week, right? And then, which means that you guys may not gotten all that information because you chose not to say anything. So it's important that you guys let me know, that you guys understand it. Was it clear? Was it not clear? Right? You guys get that? You understand that?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, so we're keeping it brief. We're actually gonna stop today. The simulation will be up hopefully later today. I'll get it back up, and it's gonna be a brief simulation. It's gonna be due on Friday. So you guys are gonna have labs, and your homeworks are gonna be due on Friday, the same day, okay? Usually what I'll do, I'll give you at least a week to do a lab. So the ones that are gonna do on Monday are always gonna be due on Friday. The ones that are gonna be due on Wednesday are not gonna be due this Friday, but the following Friday, because they're usually gonna entail a little bit more, usually, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we're not going to do anything today for lab particularly, but know that you do have a lab hour when we need to do a lab hour. It's only when we actually have to come together to do it, because like I said, most of your labs are going to be simulations. And on this Friday, you guys will have a quiz that's due. It's going to be a syllabus quiz. So it's going to be short answer, multiple guess, read the syllabus. Okay. Questions, concerns, Cash?
No.
How many chapters are we usually going to cover when we do the lectures?
So usually it's going to be 1 or 2 chapters a week.
Okay.
Okay. So we have a short term.
Yeah.
So more likely it's going to be more 2 chapters that we're going to be covering in a week instead of just 1.
Okay.
Have you decided about the project we're going to do? Because you said we're going to do a project.
Yes, you are going to do a group project. I'm going to start forming your groups. I'm going to kind of look at that and make sure that no cousins are interacting together with their groups. And so what it's going to entail, it's going to entail that you guys to communicate with each other, right? And remember, it's physiology, so there's going to be a physical component to it, but you guys are going to have to rely on someone else, like a daughter or a cousin or where you're going to either be taking their pulse or they're taking their temperature or they're something along those lines. Okay, we're not going to poison them, okay?
If you already do that all the time at work.
Exactly. What if you do that all? Well, see, that's a problem, maybe. Well, it depends on what it is, If it's your job is to poison, I guess maybe that's something else, like pest control or something like that.
I meant like the blood pressure. I meant the blood pressure.
So
poisoning people.
I'm like, well, I didn't know, not in my meeting. Well, if you're doing blood pressure, so it should be easy. So you should be able to help the people in your group do that, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay, so I am going to let you guys go today pretty early, and I'm sorry about all of the tech issues, but sorry, it's online. We're gonna have tech issues, and so I just didn't expect it to happen so soon. So I will see you guys on Wednesday. Oh, wait, before I go, one other thing. The lectures are going to be posted under modules. Right now, you have the chapters that are going to be covered, okay? So they're posted. Those chapters are actually going to be trimmed down because this book is an anatomy and physiology book. We're focusing primarily on the physiology component, okay? And so you'll notice, go ahead and start reading the chapters, but you'll notice I'm going to start trimming those down over time, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Have a good day.